you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, honey, this is a lot. You know what? Before we get into our baddies, a Midwest gonna be a thing this year, this season coming. Baby, we got something to talk about. So Lemuel is basically the CEO of Zeus, okay? Now, we done saw him get into a little scuffle with Ray J. They had their little spats. Now, from what we understood and what we thought was Lemuel was married to this beauty, Janisha, right here. Now, word on the current relationship, they've been together for 12 years. She's been his front and center, on the arms of him. She's still part of the network when she comes to the hosting. And not only that, honey, like she was just on his arm. They've taken trips. They've spent time together. They've done certain things of that nature, right? Now, if you guys don't know, Janisha John is not only a person who was, you know, when we seen little commercials here and there and stuff like that, Janisha John is Miss Virgin Islands. So shout out to the Virgin Islands, and that's where she's from. You know, beautiful woman, okay? So we started noticing that he wasn't around Janisha as much. And, you know, we only saw things here and there, right? But he was mostly, there was things coming to surface about him and Scotty. Now, Scotty was on Baddies South, the second season of Baddies. I believe Baddies South or Baddies East or something like that. She came in on the second season, and she has been there since. Now, we've noticed that Scotty has become, you know, very arrogant, very, what, Scotty with the body, don't forget the body. Like, she's been doing all of that. Everybody was like, girl, why you doing all that? Why you doing all that? And I guess what stunned him? I said it was true. She was dealing with Lemmy, right? So, Lemmy did an interview, and he decided to clear things up. Lemmy decided to tell us about that he's not married, and also how he's very private about who he's dating. I'm going to play the audio. We'll be back with more commentary.
The other baddies try to get at you?
I can't. I know you
saying on the internet.
No, I'm not. I'm not married.
You ain't got no wife and kids put up in Jamaica nowhere?
Honestly, to be honest, I mean, I've seen some things, and I never really addressed my personal life, you know. But, no, I'm not married. I've never been married. You know, I've never been engaged, and I have no children. Yeah. So, you know, that's just the truth, and that's just, you know, I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, one day I hope to be, you know, it makes sense, but... You
want some kids?
Oh, absolutely. I would love kids. I would love kids. How many kids you want? I don't know. You know, I've been talking to Nick Cannon, and no, he's been giving me some pointers.
I'm about to say that's probably the wrong person. Now, you gotta start now. You about to just start having these kids.
No, I do want kids. You know, I do want kids. I do want kids one day, and hopefully God blesses me with beautiful, healthy children, and I would love to be a father. And I think I'd be a great father, honestly. So I look forward to that day happening, you know, one day. So, but to answer your question, no, I've never been married, and I'm not married, and not engaged. So, you know, I'm just like everybody. I've had relationships, and I've, you know, been, you know, and girlfriend, boyfriend relationships throughout my life. And, but.
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
He said Scotty is a beautiful, amazing woman, but he never said he was dating her. He never said anything about Janisha either. So it's kind of given, maybe this is a relationship that they just want to keep private, but a lot of people are starting to feel like Scotty took Lemmy from Janisha. And, you know, with Scotty, I ain't never take nobody, because she basically went on Twitter and said, I never dated a married man. Okay, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like this gonna make Scotty look bad. I mean, he's in a great position to be in, to be with Lemmy. I mean, Lemmy is the go-to guy right now. But to be honest, it's gonna look bad on Scotty, because a lot of the women are gonna feel like Scotty is mostly a pick-me. And that's just how they're going to feel. So we're going to get into Baddies Midwest. So I think Baddies Midwest is going to be the talk this season, baby. There's a lot going on, honey. Now, y'all gonna see some new faces. Y'all gonna see an old face. Now, word on the curb is Stunner Girl, after her breakup with her man, honey, she's back on Baddies Midwest. And I'm trying to figure out why, when you try to out everybody, when did you decide to bring yourself back on, allegedly, right? So this season, they're doing the Midwest, honey, and it's a lot going on. So now I'm going to say this. Tommie is back. And they're saying that allegedly Tommie got a fake pew to try to scare the girls off, and her and Stunner had a ooty out, right? You know what a ooty out with a pew, you know what it is. Now, it's very interesting to me to see Arkbar and Tommie in the same room, because a couple of years ago, when Arkbar was going through her weight loss journey, and she had just started, her and Tommie had to sit down. And her and Tommie both said, hey, you know, we know each other. We from the same streets. Y'all know what's up, this and that, right? So Arkbar got added for, I guess, a couple of seasons. Or, well, not seasons, but a couple of episodes. And a lot of people's like, okay, Tommie and Arkbar in the same room. This going to be good, because we haven't seen them in the same room in the past 2-3 years, maybe longer. The last time we seen it, they've been going back and forth. Things were said and of that nature. Now, Arkbar she took up for Tommie, but not just getting into it with Tommie. She's also getting into it with Marylynn. Now, if you guys know the situation with Arkbar and Marylynn, I'm going to tell you why Mariah wasn't casted, and I'm going to tell you the real reason why. And I think, I don't know, but I got my hunch of who probably will be hosting this reunion, and it might be a brawl, and the ratings might shoot up like crazy, because I have a feeling who might pop up and show ninjas, okay? We're going to get into that. But Marylynn is not on this season. Marylynn wasn't casted, as well as Safari. I don't know why. Sapphire, I'm sorry. I don't know why I call her Safari. I don't know why Sapphire wasn't casted. Sapphire been on for 2 seasons. I think Sapphire probably wasn't casted because, you know, she lost her brother when they did Baddies Caribbean. And I believe that she probably needed her time and her space to do some healing and some focusing on herself. You know, she lost a sibling at this point. And she just needed that. So, you know, Sapphire hasn't said too much of anything, gave her opinion. She's been real quiet. She hasn't said much anything. So we're going to get into what Arkbar and Marylynn had to say, and be back with more commentary.
Make sure y'all have a good season, but baby, I gotta go. I'm not okay. And what's going on is not okay. So, to the baddies that I met, I enjoyed you girls. Y'all live it up. Have a nice day. And y'all be careful.
After Arkbar said she was departing, Marylynn said for a B to have all that mouth on the internet and not getting the paint is crazy. Couldn't be me. Shrug shoulders, win, lose, or draw. At least I'm standing on all 10. Laugh out loud. What a waste of a bag. And Arkbar said, who you talking about? Marylynn said, if the shoe fits, then wear it. I'm talking about you. So she basically put it on Twitter. Now, these two went back and forth a lot. It even got to the thing of where it was somebody from that people know, you know, in New York, get their bag when they go to promoting and stuff in the city and things of that nature. Now, Arkbar also took to her live and talk about Tinkerbella and how she stood up for Tommie and said Tinkerbella was trying to have, you know, some fake issues with Tommie. Here's a clip, and I'll be back with more commentary.
Honey proof? Just running your mouth, girl. Shut up. You want to be back on this show so bad? I was right there when you was blowing these people's phone up, calling. Ooh, let me back, let me back. Let me back, let me back. Let me back, let me back. Don't play with me. None of y'all. Stop playing now. Stop playing with me. You don't got no bullet in your skull. You don't know how I feel to get shot. Straight up. Stop playing. I said everything to Tommie. If she wanted to do something, she would have did. I said a lot. I said all the trigger points. If she wanted to do something, she would have done it, baby. That I got paid for and waiting on my other money. So for you to be on the internet playing with me, Marylynn, I'm going to say your name because I want you to know I'm talking about you. You want a storyline. You would just call it begging these people to bring you back. They don't want you back, mama. You're too difficult. You're too difficult. They don't want you back. And you talk, I hate the way you talk too, while we at it. Like, girl, shut up. You can't rap. You look stupid. You just look dumb. To shot anybody eye out. You want to run up on a person, like, and that's just being be real. Tinkerbell ain't even got no reason to be at Tommie. You just want a storyline. I'm being real with y'all. Like, girl, please pay it. We grown women. We know how this go. We know how TV go. We're not dummies.
Out of Atlanta, let's talk about it. They from Michigan. How the fuck run you out your own city, baby? I've been living in Jersey and New York across the water my whole life. Been beefing my whole life and still go outside comfortably. What you talking about? Like, 1, 2. Like I said, I wasn't talking about you, but if the shoe fits, wear it, bitch. Wear it. And I see you on the live, so wear it. You know where my loyalty lies. You know I don't like you, and you know my cousin Noelle pulled up to beat your ass, bitch, and you was on the phone crying boo-hoo, talk about you not street. Barbie Bentayga pulled up and was about to beat your and you was begging the dude you was staying with, like, no sis, no sis, no sis. She not your sis, she my cousin, and she told you that. And when she told you she was my cousin, you said, don't invite Mariah nowhere because she'll try to set me up because you know she friends with so-and-so. So how have I been talking about you? And baby, you was talking about me before you even was casted for baddies. You was talking them ran you out of, and never mentioned anything about even. But yeah, I heard you wasn't standing on all 10 toes in there. I heard a little birdie came and told me you ain't want to fight. The same way you didn't want to fight my cousin in real life when she pulled up. So what are we talking about? And you was in tears. Let's wake it up. Let's wake it up now. Let's wake it up. Since we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. I could spill your whole tea, mama.
I couldn't fly my way back out of New York.
You didn't want to leave. You was good in New York. And you
Oh,
still good in New York whenever you're ready to come back.
oh,
It's
okay.
bigger and better. Marylynn talking. She's trying to get a new job. She ain't on BET no more.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because
She's trying to get
I
back
came
on
up
Love
there
and
with
Hip
you,
Hop.
right? I came with you,
Huh?
right?
All day, every day.
Okay. And when I was in New York, when I got snuck in the club, I wasn't with you, was I?
Nah, you wasn't with me. That wouldn't have happened. That little bitch would have got dragged all the way out.
Oh, okay.
What Marylynn talking about? She wants some sauce?
She said her cousin, you know, the one you introduced me to,
What about her?
Bottega, Bentley Bottega, they pressed
Yeah.
me.
They
When did
what?
they press me? She said they pressed me.
They ain't do nothing to you.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all cap, like the little kids say. Penthouse.
Where I was saying, I need to be back this, then, and the third. They don't want you there. They say they paid you. They paid it. Like, they like, girl, you're not even irrelevant to be on the show. You don't like me. I know you don't like me, but I was waiting on you to say it. I was waiting on you to do it. That's why I added you and you was sneak dissing me. You know, yeah, I added you. Like, huh? What are you talking about? What you talking about? Who ain't standing on what? You was talking about me all along, girl. Because you want me to give you a storyline. You wanted that because you want to be back on the show. Mariah, if they wanted you back, you will be back on the show. You will be getting paid to sit at home, and you don't get paid to sit at home. They don't have no intentions of bringing you back. They don't like you. And they say you got a little old on you. You stink. I need to be back this, then, and I couldn't fly my way back out of New York.
You didn't want to leave. You was good in New York. And you
Oh,
still good in New York whenever you're ready to come back.
oh,
It's
okay.
bigger and better. Marylynn talking. She's trying to get a new job. She ain't on BET no more.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because
She's trying to get back
came
on
up
Love
there
and
with
Hip
you,
Hop.
right? I came with you,
Huh?
right?
All day, every day.
Okay. And when I was in New York, when I got snuck in the club, I wasn't with you, was I?
Nah, you wasn't with me. That wouldn't have happened. That little bitch would have got dragged all the way out.
Oh, okay.
What Marylynn talking about? She wants some sauce?
She said her cousin, you know, the one you introduced me to,
What about her?
Bottega, Bentley Bottega, they pressed
Yeah.
me.
They
When did
what?
they press me? She said they pressed me.
They ain't do nothing to you.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all cap, like the little kids say. Penthouse.
Where I was saying, I need to be back this, then, and the third. They don't want you there. They say they paid you. They paid it. Like, they like, girl, you're not even irrelevant to be on the show. You don't like me. I know you don't like me, but I was waiting on you to say it. I was waiting on you to do it. That's why I added you and you was sneak dissing me. You know, yeah, I added you. Like, huh? What are you talking about? What you talking about? Who ain't standing on what? You was talking about me all along, girl. Because you want me to give you a storyline. You wanted that because you want to be back on the show. Mariah, if they wanted you back, you will be back on the show. You will be getting paid to sit at home, and you don't get paid to sit at home. They don't have no intentions of bringing you back. They don't like you. And they say you got a little old on you. You stink. I need to be back this and that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great season. Baddies Caribbean was trying to pull through. They did a good thing. Baddies East, it was getting there, but there was just some things that was going on beside the scenes that a lot of people were talking about. I felt like last season wasn't really nothing to discuss because it really wasn't hitting on nothing last season. Like the rest of the seasons, I feel like Baddies Caribbean did a big one this season, especially Reunion. It wasn't really that great. It was getting better than the previous season, but that Reunion was really the kickoff. Now, honestly, they still deal with Tommie, still mess with Tommie regardless of the situation. Tommie and Natalie scratched their beef. I'm not sure if Tommie and Arkbar scratched their beef, but to see Arkbar stand up for Tommie around that situation with Tinkerbella sitting here, even though they have their issues, but they see each other at one point with Tinkerbella trying to get the fake beef with Tommie. It's understandable. I noticed that DTB went home, and this is probably why DTB went home at one point because she tried to snuck Arkbar, which I found very I mean, she's a clout chaser. I don't know why she feel like she got to try to sneak everybody. And then when her tooth get knocked out, it's a cry for help. Why did this happen to me? She didn't have to do me like that. Why? When you troll, that's what happened. I'm surprised she didn't get into it in the paint with Tommie, because Tommie would have just did worse. Arkbar, listen, I like seeing the good Arkbar, but this the Arkbar I want to see too that's said on business. Like I told y'all before, Arkbar got hard, baby. She got hard. Now, she might get a little demolished. She might have talked her junk, say she might draw whatever, pew, whatever. But she got hard, okay? We have to give her that. Now, the reason why Marylynn is not on here with Arkbar is the common denominator is Cardi B. Arkbar has an issue with Cardi B. Marylynn, when she say, where my loyalty lies, is with Cardi B. Yeah, Arkbar took up for Bianca. But Arkbar, you got to understand, Marylynn, Bianca, and Cardi, even though Bianca and Marylynn are not cool, they still cool with Cardi B. So for Marylynn and people from New York to say, but I'm going to keep it real with you. Staten Island and New Jersey folks really don't rock. New Yorkers really don't rock with them like that. They call them across the water. They rock with them, but it ain't like what y'all think it is. I hate to say it. If y'all cool because y'all know each other from the city. But when it comes to who really hit the hardest, nobody talks about Jersey that much and Staten Island that much. We just gonna keep it a bean. We gonna keep it honest. I have a couple of friends from New York. I have family that live there from there. They really don't. They don't. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, the common denominator with that situation is Cardi, especially when Cardi and Arkbar fell out. It took a side whose side you on. So, I mean, that's why she's not there, because if she was there, it would have been worse. And I feel like Cardi allegedly will probably be the host of this season. And we're going to see how that turn out. But Sapphire hasn't said much. I want to send my prayers to her. I feel like Sapphire hasn't said much because Sapphire is in her healing journey. She probably feels some type of way right now. You know what I'm saying? Because she was on the show and she need to take a little seat back. Get back to Sapphire, get back to certain things of herself. I'm just going to be completely honest. Now, remember I told y'all when Sapphire was filming Baddies, I think the last 2 weeks of Baddies, she came out and said, hey, I lost my oldest brother. And, she's from Florida, so the whole Florida knew what it was. They understood. If you're from Florida, you understood. We send our prayers to her. But I think Sapphire just taking this time out to be with her family and get to certain things. She does have kids. She says she got kids now. I don't know. Allegedly, she probably with her kids doing whatever. So shout out to her and hope we see her next season. Now, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you ready for Baddies Midwest? Later.